Welcome to online classes, and today let us learn the subshell electronic configuration. According to modern concept, electrons are not present in the orbit. Bohr said that electrons present in the orbit. According to modern concept, electrons are not present in the orbit. Electrons are present in the suborbits. Electrons are present in the suborbits. In suborbit itself, there will be some area where there is maximum probability of finding an electron. That area is known as orbital. That area is known as orbital. So remember, you know what is orbit? Orbit is the circular path of electrons that revolve around the nucleus. That is orbit or shell. That is orbit or shell. But here, new term I have used. What is that? Orbital. What is orbital? Orbital is the region around the nucleus where there is maximum probability of finding an electron. Where there is highest probability or highest chance to find the electron, that area is known as orbital. In that area, what is present? Electrons are present. We said that each orbit there will be suborbits will be there. For example, we know the shells K, L, M, N, etc. These are the shells we have studied last year. So this configuration we know, the configuration of the different elements we know. Now let us know the suborbits or subshells. What are the subshells present in K, L, M, N? So remember, all these shells except K have more than one subshell. Except K, remaining all the shells have more than one subshell. K has only one subshell. What is the subshell present in K? The subshell present in K is S. Remember, this subshell always it must be written in small letters. Subshells or suborbits always we have to write in small letters. And in L, there will be two suborbits are there. What are they? S and P. And in M, there will be three suborbits are there. S, P and D. And in N, there will be four subshells will be there. They are S, P, D and F. These are the subshells present. K, there is only one subshell. L, there are the two subshells S and P. M, there will be three subshells S, P and D. Then in N, there will be four subshells. They are S, P, D and F. So you might have got some idea regarding subshells. There are the shells. Inside the shell, there will be subshells. K has only one subshell, remaining has more than one subshell. And can you say that which subshell is present in all the shells or in all the atoms? The subshell present in all the atoms is S. S is the subshell present in all the atoms. And now let us find out the maximum number of electrons that can accommodate in each subshell. What is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell? We know. Now we can find out what is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in subshells. For example, we know what is the maximum capacity of the electrons that can be accommodated in K shell. The maximum capacity of electrons that can be accommodated in K shell is 2. Right? So it is 2, and how many subshells are there? Only one subshell. So how many electrons will be there in that subshell? That subshell contains 2. Hope it is clear. K shell, total capacity of the K shell. Last year we studied the K shell can accommodate 2 electrons, L shell can accommodate 8 electrons, M shell can accommodate 18 electrons, and N shell can accommodate 32 electrons. We have studied this. And here we know K shell has 2 electrons and there is only one subshell, so S contains 2 electrons. Okay, now we can come to L shell. L shell total, how many electrons are there? 8 electrons. And in S shell, now we know how many electrons are there in S shell. How many are there? 2. So 2 plus P, then we should get 8. Then how many electrons will be there in P shell? Yeah, P shell there will be 6 electrons. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Now let us see, let us go to M orbit. In M orbit, the subshells are S, P and D. S we know there will be 2 electrons, P we know 6 electrons, and D we don't know how many electrons, but we can find out. How can we find out? 6 plus 2, 8. 18 minus 8, 10. So D there will be 10 electrons. Hope you are getting me. Next one, N shell. N shell, there are 32 electrons. In 32 electrons, there are S, P, D and F. S shell 2, P shell 6, D shell 10. And how much will be there in F? Can you say? In F shell, there will be 10 plus 6, 16, plus 2, 18. 32 minus 18, what is? There will be 14. So we know that how many electrons are present in each subshell, or what is the maximum capacity of the electrons that can be accommodated in each subshell. What are they? In S there will be 2 electrons, P there will be 6 electrons, D there will be 10 electrons, and F there will be 14 electrons. These are the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a subshell, in different subshells.